Hello YouTube, this is Richard, founder of shorttermrentalsecrets.com and Airbnb Superhost. Last week's video we talked about how not to take negative reviews and problems that you may face personally. If you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch the video, it's up here. On this week's video I want to talk to you about what I do about bad reviews in writing and turning that negative review into an actual marketing piece that's gold. So what to do when you face a negative review. So let's start with a little story, and this one happens to be on VRBO, Vacation Rentals by Owner, and not Airbnb. But the same concept, you know, people come and stay in your home in a short-term rental, and then when they check out, they can go ahead and leave a positive review or negative review, right? We all know the drill. As I indicated, this one happened to be in a property that I own down south and on VRBO, and the guest left a 2-star review, which is like, I don't know that that's ever happened to me. And basically the gist of their commentary was that they had planned on going fishing and that the pier was, the boards were kind of loose and there was a lot of bird poop on the walkway out to the pier, and that, you know, it was not safe and not usable and couldn't be, like, you know, more disgusting and whatever it was, right? 2 stars. And, you know, when I first read that, I was shocked. Again, that's never really happened to me. And then I pause, as I always do. I think it's really important to, like, stay calm and collected and think this thing through. And if you need to, sleep on it. We all know that old adage, but, like, there's a reason for it. So get yourself into the right space, read it, think about it. I contacted my cleaning team down there and I asked them, I read them the review, I shared it with them, I asked for their feedback about it, and then I processed all of that and formulated a marketing response. Because when you reply to a review, it does 2 things. One, it pushes their complaint further, it compresses it. If it's really, really long, it compresses it down to like a line or 2, and then it highlights yours. So you want to make a really long response to share your positive message and hide the negative message, right? Like, just do that. But in a nutshell, what my team said was, Richard, birds are a common problem. Anybody that has outdoor space down south is going to have bird poop on the boardwalk, on the lawn. There's just nothing you can do about it except clean it. And we tend to do that at spring cleaning. Furthermore, most people aren't using the boardwalk and the boathouse and going fishing in the middle of winter. It tends to be they go out there, take a look at it, maybe take a photo, have a cup of coffee or something. But very few people are actually looking to use the space, the outdoor space, during the dead of winter. And so what my team basically said was, we do a spring opening, which I was aware of, and that's when we clean everything. And if there's any storms and loose boards, we have a crew come in and we replace boards and we tidy it all up, such that when we get to spring and people are starting to use the outdoor space, it's in perfect shape. And so that's basically what I highlighted in the review. You want to be very professional. Do not name call, do not get negative, do not say, like, you know, that they're anything other than just a reasonable response. And so I like to say things like, whatever it was, Dear Donna, thanks so much for your stay. Really appreciate your candid feedback. What I'd like to do is discuss it in greater detail and explain to you, you know, the situation. And then that explanation is not defensive. It's not like, what were you thinking, or why were you out there in winter? It's more just like, you know, it is outdoor space and it's subject to birds, and bird droppings are a common problem. What we do, and every other homeowner we know, is we have a spring cleaning, which is when we take care of that. And unfortunately, your stay was a few weeks before that spring cleaning. Had I known that you were going to use the outdoor spaces extensively, had you let me know, I might have warned you in advance that it's not clean, nor could it be, because it's winter. And then as it regard to the loose boards, you know, this winter was particularly difficult. There was a lot of storms and boards wiggle and nails come out, and that's why we also, during our spring cleanup, come in and replace all of that. And the good news is, for anybody who's renting on a go-forward basis, we've done all that. We just replaced 10 boards and we nailed down everything. So anybody who's looking to stay and use the pier, not only has it been washed of the bird poop, but also the nails have been hammered down and the boards are replaced, and it's like brand new. Now, stop and think about that. I've addressed the complaint. I've thanked them for their feedback. It's very professional. I've also given a very rational explanation for the circumstance and the timing. So anybody who reads that can say, is this reasonable? Do I understand it? Does it make sense? Can I live with that? And more importantly, what's the condition when I check in next week, next month, or in 6 months? Oh, it's clean and it's brand new, and Richard and his team have a whole program together. They do regular and routine maintenance, right? That's a sub message that we're delivering. And so in a nutshell, when you go ahead and take that negative review, or a 2-star review in this case, and you write a long response that's professional and you use it as a marketing tool, you can get your message across, you can get your message that you care, you can get your message that you actually maintain the property, you can get your message across that you have a team of people, that you do this ordinarily, and that it's unfortunate in this case that they were here a little bit before that happened, but it's been taken care of on a go-forward basis. And these little things really make a huge difference, because what we find is responding to the negative reviews in a positive way generates trust and generates a desire for people to stay in a place where there's responsible actions taken and maintenance and so on. So I hope you found this helpful. I hope you go ahead and use it, but you definitely want to reply to every single review, especially the negative ones and even the positive ones, and we'll do another video about that later. In the meantime, if you found this helpful, go ahead and like the video, share it, tell all your friends about it, subscribe, and really appreciate your time and your energy, and happy hosting. Have a great day.